But this one seems a little bit over the line, but I want to know what you think. What do you think? Is this one over the line? Do you think they've really screwed it up, or is it really not going to have that big of an effect? Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth Cabin. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you stopping by. Hope things are going well for you out there. Hope you're selling things on eBay, on wherever you sell, Poshmark, Amazon, Mercari, any of those places. Hey, topic for the day, and then I'm going to show you what's sold, is has eBay lost its mind? Has eBay lost its mind? Has eBay finally jumped the shark? Is this the end? Have they just finally gone too far? And we'll have that conversation in just a minute about a particular topic that a lot of viewers have been writing about, sending me emails about, and I figured we'd address it. I heard about it a couple days ago on another show, and I figured we'd talk about it here as well. But before we do that, let's take a look at what's sold. All right, I probably shouldn't start with this one because last time I sold one of these, it got me in trouble. I probably shouldn't say what I said. Oh, what the heck? What are they going to do? You can't fire me, right? Blue Ridge Mama can fire me. So here's the deal. I think I said last time, well, she bought a ton of these things, and I think I said I wish she kept one for herself. Little schoolgirl outfits, and boy, let me tell you, I got some hate messages. I probably shouldn't have said it again, but I'm just referring back to the last time. I didn't actually say it this time. $16 plus shipping on this one. Lands End, she bought a ton of them, so they're new. I would assume they're new anyway. Well, maybe they weren't. I don't know. There's no tags or anything, but there was a ton of them, all the same size. And I think we're down to 2 left. We sold a big lot of them off last time. $4 a piece, selling for $16 plus shipping. So we'll see. I'll keep them on the payroll, I guess. And so I paid him 20 bucks to go through a few game systems and test and clean. And it's well worth it to me. I don't like doing that. I don't have the time to do that. And so he makes a little bit of money, and we're able to sell it as tested and working, which is going to bump the price. Probably bumps the price about as much. You know, if you say, you know, guaranteed, tested, working, guaranteed, free returns, the whole 9 yards, it will bump the price a little bit, and it'll pretty much cover what I'm having him do, and I have to clean it anyway, so well worth it for him, well worth it for me for sure. I'm starting to think I should raise the prices on these just because the shipping price went up, and I still have, it says I have 41 left of these, and we're selling for $671. Now, we are well into the profit. We're like into the profit after we sold like the first 10 of these things, and we had 1,000. So, I don't know. I might bump the price. Seems like they're selling a little faster than they used to, so that means I'm probably the best price out there for sure. So I might bump it, you know, to cover the extra shipping now. Maybe bump it 30 cents or so, right up to maybe $6.99. What would that be, 28 cents more? I think we're going to do that. But this one, I don't think to viewers, sold 2 of these today, $6.71. So there's, you know, $2.50 profit in there because we're basically in the pure profit. It's Twisted Radio Waves, Jerry Garcia, Dr. Demento interviews. And I'm not going to tell the story because I've said it probably 900 times by now. It's a cool vintage item. I love selling this stuff. You know, cloth is cool. I just like selling it. Especially when it's not clothes. Although I don't mind selling clothes. I'd rather Blue Ridge Mama sell them. 2 pillowcases here. There you go. There's one. Here's the other. I'm trying to think of the date on these. It might say it on here. 1996. 1996 for these pillowcases. So, I don't know. Pretty cool. I don't know who that resembles there. 15. 1997. Who knows? Or 1996. But 2 of them. I picked them up at a sale. If I remember correctly, it was a sale where a coworker of mine was at, and I saw him. I'm like, hey, how you doing? We talked a little bit. And then I wanted to buy something. I didn't want to walk away from their sale without buying something. I think these were $1/4. So I picked them up for $1/4, and I've sold them before, but it's been a long time. $10 plus shipping on those, and they're really, really easy to ship. All right, Bubba Burger hat. Had so many new subs lately, by the way, and I just talked about Bubba earlier. My son's name is not Bubba. We just give nicknames to everybody. This is kind of what we do. I've stolen that idea from a few folks, but at any rate, Bubba Burger. And we got this from another, it was Rich the Storage Guy. Now it's going to be Rich the Freedom Auctioneer. So, at any rate, it's a cool looking blue hat. Maybe I should keep them. I only grabbed like one of each kind. One went to Troy, Mountain Man Treasure. This one went to a viewer as well. You know, we're not making much money. So, he's got a ton of these down there. I might go down and say, hey, I'll give you like 50 cents a piece and I'll buy them all. because this one sold for $10.95, and I think that's the highest price one. The other ones are priced at $10. So when you're paying for the box now, and shipping supplies have gone up, and you're paying for shipping, you're $4 in. So if your cost and fees is another $2, which might be low on the low end, that's about right. $2 if you're paying 50 cents. I mean, you're really only making $5 on this thing right here. So got a bug flying around. I need to get those chickens. See, that's one thing the chickens are good for. But that's a pretty nice little hat. It's brand new, and really, it's really nice hat. I don't know, I might go down and offer them. For the blue ones, and then the one that has the American flag on it, I might offer them 50 or 75 cents and buy them all. We'll see. Oh, I almost walked away without telling you who bought it. So this was bought by a viewer watching your channel on YouTube for about 2 years now. That's from the very beginning, because actually we're not even quite 2 years yet, but we're getting close. End of May, 2 years ago. And love it. First purchase in your store. Just want to show some support. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for all you do. Keep up the awesome content. Keep warm. Dave from Deerfield Beach, Florida. You don't have to worry about keeping warm down there. That's awesome. Dave, thank you. And thank you. You know, it's tough. You guys see me every day, and I don't see you. I like going through Instagram and seeing folks who, you know, comment Commonwealth Picker, you know, hashtag, and I get to go in there and I get a little glimpse of your life. And so that's really cool. And I try to do that because I try to connect a little bit with the people that watch, because you get to see me. You feel like this is your cabin. Well, I sometimes like to take a peek into your life, see where you sell from. So why don't you do that, if you don't mind, if you're on Instagram, and go over there and maybe take a picture of your space, maybe put a video up and hashtag Commonwealth Picker, and I'll get to look at your little eBay space. I'm curious to see some of them. So at any rate, thank you, and thank you, Dave. We appreciate it. All right, I normally wait to talk about the topic of the day until we get to the end of what's sold in here before we go into the eBay cave, before we see Turner's Homeschool Hustler sale. But I'm going to do it today. I've got Dave on in the background here, Midwest Picker, and let me show him to you real quick. I saw this video the other day, which, by the way, he's getting quite a bit of traction on here. He's been doing this for quite a while, and he's been a good friend of our show for a while. And eBay has pissed me off. I mean, do you think Dave gets pissed? I mean, this is a nice guy here. You can't get much nicer than this guy. And he's not very happy. So, you know, you got to go in there and look at this. And let me tell you what the story and what he's mad about. So basically the deal is he saw somebody comment, I think on one of the Facebook groups, and said, hey, I can't believe eBay is sending these messages off. And I've seen this now in a few different places. This is where I heard it first a few days ago. And basically the message is being sent to buyers. And some sellers are actually buyers, so they've been getting these messages. I'm trying to remember the exact wording, but it was something like, try it, buy it, and try it, and if you don't like it, send it back, kind of thing, from eBay. And he wasn't very happy about that. And I can get it, right? You know, when you're actively encouraging people to try something, it's not like going to Walmart. You know, Walmart has this policy for years, and people go in there and they abuse it, right? Are we going to advertise this to abuse this? So I'm not one to criticize eBay all the time. I don't live my life in the negative, and neither is Dave. That's why I'm bringing this up. I think this is a topic. I think eBay really kind of messed this one up, to be perfectly honest with you. I get it, though. I get it. I understand the sentiment. I understand the competing with Amazon and competing with all these other places. But this one seems a little bit over the line. But I want to know what you think. What do you think? Is this one over the line? Do you think they've really screwed it up, or is it really not going to have that big of an effect? I just want to chime in with a couple things, a little bit of my opinion on the matter, but I really want to hear yours, because I really don't like it, people that are just constantly complaining about every single little thing. And to me, this doesn't bother me probably as much as some folks do, and let me tell you why, although I will say that it does bother me a little bit. I don't think I would do it if I was eBay. The reason it doesn't bother me is because all the time I've been doing eBay, I don't think my returns have ever been over like 2.1%. And people just, and that's the very highest it's been. People just don't return things that much. And sometimes just the simple fact that they know they can return it will get them to buy something. And there are certain people that will abuse this, and I get it, and I would be totally mad as well if this started to increase returns. But let's wait and see, I suppose, is I guess my answer to the question. And let's hope eBay doesn't go down this road. I don't think it's exactly where you should go, especially when you're dealing with other people's money, not just your money and not just your policies. But we do agree, I do, free returns. It's out there. So if they're going to advertise what I've already agreed to, doesn't bother me that much. I just don't know if I would actively go out and do this. All right, one last thing about it, and that is just to address the 80 people who have sent me messages about this. It seems to be on the top of everybody's mind lately. And a lot of those people, I don't want to criticize people who've been sending me messages. Some have been really kind, but have just a laundry list of complaints against eBay. And I get it. I get it. I'm not carrying eBay's water. I complain about eBay every once in a while as well. But those type of people, they want to cast blame everywhere but themselves. I used to coach baseball. And when I would coach baseball, I would always tell my teams when we would lose, I would say, listen, you guys need to grow up. This is a good time to grow up, and I'll show you how to do it. There's an old saying, you know, it actually came all the way back from Tacitus, but John F. Kennedy had a variation on this saying as well amongst some other folks in history. But it's basically, when translated, that success has many parents and failure is always an orphan. In other words, when things go wrong, we tend to point fingers. And when things go right, everybody takes credit. And I think that's something that most resellers can avoid. We can kind of get away from that and definitely, you know, share the wealth when we're having success, but don't always point fingers when things are going bad. There are things you can do to remedy this. And there are certain things you can do to control it. I'm watching these chickens out here. I gotta go get these chickens, y'all. They're in the neighbor's yard. I'll be right back. I grabbed this one a little bit early here, just because I couldn't quite do it with the camera one-handed. And it's a Sony remote. This is the kind of thing that's really getting pinched pretty hard with the new shipping rates. It is, you know, it sold for $9.70. It's not the greatest Sony remote, but it still sells. I've sold this one a few times. And it is $9.70. And, you know, with the shipping costs going up a little bit, you got to package this thing, which doesn't cost too much. And then fees, you know, you're only, I used to make $5 on this thing. Now I'm making closer to $4, unfortunately. But you know what? I'll take it. Next one's in the back, and it was a personal item. And I had two of these. I still have one, but now one has sold. I'll have to list the other one if I can find it. It's my old fanny pack that I used to use when I would go out garage sailing. And I don't know, I picked it up for a quarter or 50 cents somewhere. And I used it for a while, and I'm like, well, I'll just sell it. Somebody will buy it. $10.95 free shipping, so we're not making a ton, but we're still making a profit after we used an item. And I like it. It's a pretty good little fanny pack. I have one more just like it, so pretty good. We'll make $4.50 or so, $5 maybe, something like that. All right, here's a bit of a bolo game, if I can find it. This one came from Rich down there, the auctioneer. And it's Simpsons Hit and Run, PlayStation 2. And I just picked this one up down there. I'd never sold this one before, and I didn't know it was a bolo one. It was, if you find one of these in great condition, complete in the case with the manual, you should be able to get close to maybe more than 40 bucks, 50 bucks even, if it's just perfect, tested, working the whole 9 yards. This is just the disc, and it's not in perfect condition either, but it's still sold for $27. So keep an eye out for that one. I know you video game pros out there knew that already. I just didn't, which reminds me of something that somebody asked me the other day, and it's, you know, why do you not sell in a particular niche? Why do you sell in multiple? That was Patriot Picker asked me that. And I said, it's just because of where we live. I live in a place where there's not one particular niche that you can just sell all the time and get enough supply of it. So that's why I sell everything. Different style, but this blue one is the only one. $10 free shipping. It's a Game Boy Micro to generic micro battery. $10 free ship. So that's pretty, I mean, it's definitely going to be 4 ounces. So $5 net profit on that one. Okay, last one is back here as well. It's one of those Nerf and Strike accessories. And this one sold for $10, I think, plus shipping. Maybe $9, but I'm pretty sure it's $10. I love to sell the accessories. They don't take up as much space. They're easy to ship. The guns can be a pain in the butt to ship. And I think it's this one. I'll have to double check. But that one right there, Nerf and Strike Elite Bipod. And, you know, you put a little Nerf gun on it. And this one sold for, I think, $10 plus shipping on that. And it'll go out first class. Fold it down, put in an 8x6x4 box, maybe a 10x5x7. We'll see. That's this one down here. That's my guess, if I can get it. Definitely will fit in that one, but it might, if it folds down, get an 8x6x4. Hey, I have a homeschool hustler here for you. What'd you sell, bud?
A lamb life thing.
There for you crew lamb. It's a there for you crew lamb. Can you say that?
There for your crew.
There for you crew lamb. And Blue Ridge Mama bought that, didn't she? $2. Sold for $27 plus shipping. So there's a little plush bolo right there. It's Hallmark. There for you crew. And then you got a bunch of money over here. What's this?
Life.
Game of Life money. $6.75. So there's not even enough for you to save $1, spend $1, and donate $1 right there. But there definitely is with that one. So you're going to get to save $2. So what are you going to get? Save $2.
Save $2 and spend $2 and donate $2.
You got that, because this was a winner for sure. This one's a crazy Commonwealth picker sale. So at any rate, hey, tell me about the story. What did you find? What did you get today that you thought was funny with this life money?
Oh, at McDonald's we got a Game of Life and we were just talking about that game.
Oh yeah? And then all of a sudden the Game of Life money sold today. Isn't that funny how that happens?
I know.
All right, bud. Thanks for joining us.
Life.
Huh?
I played Life.
You've played Life?
SpongeBob game at Granny's.
SpongeBob Life.
I think it was Jacob's.
All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
If you used to watch the show, I'm at home alone one night a week, sometimes two, when the kids are out with Blue Ridge Mama, gymnastics and tumbling and all that stuff. And she watches some kids too. And Sophie used to sit right back here, but this is going back a long time. Now, Sophie in her old age here, there you go, she rarely does that anymore. She just doesn't want to come down them stairs. But all the cats are sleeping, and Sophie wanders down here for the first time in forever. So I guess she was missing y'all. Look at her. She's about half asleep again. I better take her back and put her somewhere else and then show you what's sold. There's a lot of 4 Mary Kay eye colors. I think there's a video coming out Saturday on the Picker channel where I bought these. I think. It's been a while. It may have already come out. Actually, I'm pretty sure it has. Anyway, signature series here. And we love picking this stuff up where we can. Some of this stuff's not worth selling individually, especially with the new shipping prices. You got to kind of lump some things together. Blue Ridge Mama did $15, I think, plus shipping on these 4 different colors. Crazy colors. Ones that I'm not used to. I think I've only sold one of these. Rainforest. Don't think I've sold that before. Storm. Lucky Penny. And a double espresso. I think we have sold that one. All right, this one was at the far end here of the shirts. So that means that Blue Ridge Mama just picked it up, just took pictures of it, just listed it. It must have come from her last unauthorized Goodwill haul. $4 buy, sold for $16 plus shipping. Size 2XL, like a waffle thermal style polo. Polo doesn't always go good, but this is the kind of thing that would go well. You know, really high quality, waffle style, cool colors. Nice shirt to wear in the wintertime or the early spring. $16. So paid for $16. Profits right around, maybe just a little bit under $10 profit. So not too bad. All right, don't forget, leave your comments below. Did eBay go too far this time? And thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. All right, we have Reagan. Reagan has 6 sales today, but we're only doing 3. We're going to do 3 tomorrow, okay? And so you sold, let's see, a Commonwealth Picker mug to James. James is from Flagstaff. You know anybody from Flagstaff, Arizona?
Yeah.
Who?
Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandma and Grandpa are from Flagstaff. Actually, they're actually from it now because they're back here with us. They just got here, which is really awesome. They live up by Lake Mary. So if you're familiar with that, or they lived up by Lake Mary, James. So thank you. And he got a mug, and we've already packaged them all up, haven't we? And Paul got a mug too. Same one. Come on.